Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Pain in the Grass. It is back. Tuesday, July 30th, Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd. It's the biggest pain ever. It's at White River Amphitheater, and the lineup is just crazy. Of course, I mean, we've got great music in the scene here in Seattle, and a lot of those bands are like, yeah, we want to be a Pain in the Grass, and we're making that happen with a lot of the bands. And, of course, the big boys. Oh, the big boys. The heavy hitters. The hitters of heavy.
Like Rob Zombie.
Yeah. How about Disturbed?
Yes. Slipknot.
Marilyn Manson, Steve.
Ow.
Yeah.
I went, ow.
Ow is a great band. I love Ow.
And shout out to a lot of the local bands. I just saw our buddy James from System 7 posted that they were just added to the bill as well. And that's very, very cool because they're a great band.
Seriously, this is the rock event of the century.
The Cinch.
The Cinch. And you want tickets? All right, you can get them right now. LiveNation.com. $2 from each ticket sold, benefiting the Vitology Foundation. That's a great, great organization benefiting local charities. You want more info? You just go to KISW.com.
Let's play B Migs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. Yeah. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser.
It's Friday!
It's Friday! Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Party, yeah! Fun, looking forward to the weekend. Ooh,
you okay over there? No.
It's Friday. Everyone's excited, and I think our contestant will be excited. We got Stephen Kingston. Stephen Kingston.
Oh, good.
Oh, thanks, Christian Bale.
He doesn't like you.
I dropped my paper and I landed on that.
Christian Bale's not happy with you.
Steve, are you there, sir?
I am.
Excellent. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out Ghost. They're going to be at the WAMU Theater on September 19th. Go to KISW.com for all the details. You want to see Ghost, you can get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here.
It's time for you to get out.
For those playing at home, Steve will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Steve, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Each of the Gorillaz' first 2 albums had a song named in honor of what actor?
Samuel Jackson.
No.
Pass.
In 1779, James Cook was killed by the natives of what island?
Hawaii.
Yes. Derby and Trilby are types of what?
Fish.
No.
Birds.
No.
Dogs.
No. What U.S. president endorsed the Louisiana Purchase in 1803?
Garfield.
No.
Lincoln.
No.
Pass.
Who directed the 1994 movie True Lies?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
I like that movie.
Oh. What month's name is derived from the Latin word for 8?
Oh, I know this.
August.
No.
June.
No.
What the hell? July.
No. What mountain range is Camp David located in?
The 50.
The what?
My brain isn't working this morning.
You're correct on that one. Well, Steve, you got one right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What's
One
the
right.
noise in the background, by the way?
You have a bird or
That's my
something?
dog. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
His dog.
Oh, your poor dog. He's obviously wanting you to be better.
Oh, maybe
My dog doesn't bark.
maybe the dog is excited because the other Steve's about to play.
No, the dog is like, my owner could have been so much better. I need to get out of here.
I was better a couple weeks ago. I tied Migs.
All right.
Well,
I mean, you don't know how I'm going to do. You might beat me.
well, I mean,
Oh, that
yeah. Hey, Steve, are you ready?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Each of the Gorillaz' first two albums had a song named in honor of what actor?
Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
Nice.
In 1779, James Cook was killed by the natives of what island?
Hawaii.
Yes.
Oh.
Derby and Trilby are types of what?
Are they Pokemon characters?
No.
Characters from the show Cars?
No.
Horse races.
No. What U.S. president endorsed the Louisiana Purchase in 1803?
Oh, that's Taft.
No.
Adams.
No.
Washington.
No.
Oh.
Who directed the 1994 movie True Lies?
Oh, what's his face? Michael Bay.
Nope.
What's the other guy? Steven Spielberg.
Nope.
What's the other dude? Rocco Siffredi.
No. That's it. Which month's name is derived from the Latin word for 8?
August.
No.
September.
Nope.
June.
No. In what mountain range is Camp David located?
The Himalayas.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
Mount Vus.
No.
I love
Mount David.
No. Who provides James Bond with his gadgets?
Maxwell Smart.
No. Steve, you dropped a deuce. And you win.
Wow, that's just
2-2-1.
You're so wrong.
Oh, you're not. Really? You're playing this one?
Don't even play a song.
Better than other Steve.
You dropped the deuce. That's
Sorry, Steve in Kingston.
I'm embarrassed for both of you.
Yeah.
Peace out, buddy.
Have a good one.
Steve,
Cha-cha.
please find your dog a better owner. Thank you.
What? Not you, Steve.
No,
the other Steve.
His dog was whining because his owner did so badly on Beat Mix.
Yeah. During Beat Migs.
Yeah, I was like, no, you're so stupid. Could have sworn that's what the dog said. Pretty sure. You're so stupid.
And if Lulu's listening right now, here's her reaction.
Yeah. 2 right. Wow, Steve sucked today.
Yeah, but it was enough.
He did. Yeah, he did. I'm glad that I was able to beat him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. All right.
Derby and Trilby are types of what?
I have no clue. I would say toys.
No. I was very vague on this, but they're hats. Yes.
Oh, a derby hat and a trilby.
Yeah, a trilby, a lot of people think that those are the fedoras, but they're like the smaller ones that usually fat guys wear, and
You
it
know
looks
what?
ridiculous.
It's a good question.
Well, thank you.
Can't argue with you.
Wow. The U.S. president that endorsed the Louisiana Purchase in 1803.
Who's the second? Who's the second president that we've had? Jefferson.
Adams.
It was Adams, but you're right with Jefferson. He was the third president, and he was the one that did endorse it. So even though you're wrong with that,
How many? 8? Oh, you know what? Math is so hard. I'm a moron. Never mind. I'm leaving the country. For some reason, I thought 1776 was only a couple of years away from the 1800s, but that's actually like about 24 some odd years. Mm-hmm. That would make sense that you could have 3 presidents by then.
there you go.
Okay.
Who directed True Lies?
James Cameron.
Yes.
That's what I was trying to think of. I couldn't think of the name, though.
I could tell.
Yeah.
I would have beat Steve at least.
This question is very deceptive because of the fact that the Romans added a couple months.
I know this one.
Yeah, the month's name that is derived from the Latin word for 8,
Yeah, it's October.
it's October. Octo is 8.
Duh. And
Yeah.
that's when we had, what was it? We have a 10-month year? Was that what it was?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why December Deca is 10,
Yeah,
and that's how
November
that works out.
9, and then they were like, "Whoops,
Yep.
we need to."
But I think it was Caesar that added August and July for Julius and Augustus.
of course,
Yeah.
because you know what those Romans like. It's all about us. Where's the month of Caligula? How come we don't have that in there?
The mountain range that Camp David is located in.
Oh, I should know this.
What's the eastern mountain range?
Appalachian.
There you go.
Hey! I would have said Rocky or Appalachian. That's the only answer I could have given.
That was kind of what I was hoping for on that. And then who provides James Bond with his gadgets?
Well, hello, it's Q.
Yeah, Q.
Yeah.
Just the letter Q.
I haven't seen enough Bond movies to know.
I don't watch them either, and I know that, man.
Oh,
Whoa,
aren't you
hey.
so smart?
Fast.
The guy that has the answers in front of him.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. Well, congratulations, Steve. You won with, 2 correct.
That's right.
Oh, we're really
Caller
putting the rev to work
number 2.
to call number 2.
That's what we can get. Yeah. Hurry up in there, buddy. 206-421-ROCK. Caller number 2. You win the tickets just like that. Well, speaking of Allo in England, turns out we got a study out of there finding out that going on a blind date gets your heart rate up to about 106 beats per minute, which is right around where you'd be if you went skydiving. So blind dates are just as exciting as skydiving for
And
your
just
body.
as dangerous.
Yeah. They say, quote, it's no surprise to see heart rate spike before thrilling experiences in extreme sports. However, it is a surprise to see dating among top thrills. I wonder what that is, man.
I never went on a blind date. Did you?
No, I don't think I ever did either. I used to tell a joke. I go, no, most of my dates are just hard of hearing. Hope. But no, I've never gone on a blind date. I've always known the people I've dated.
Yeah, no one has ever set me up to go on a date with somebody.
Can you do that anymore with all the video that we have? I just can't believe you can't
you can
see
Facebook
somebody.
stalk someone at least before you see them.
I kind of did once, but I saw his picture on Facebook. My friend said, "Hey, this guy looks like your type. Do you want to go out with him?" And she set us up, and I picked him up, and we went to go see a show, and that was us getting to know each other
You
in the
picked
car.
him up?
Yeah, he didn't have a car because he lived in the city.
Okay.
Living in the city.
I'm done with that.
What, you can't have a car?
No, I want you to have a car.
But if you live in the city and you don't have any need for a car, I can understand that.
I'm not dating you. I'm done with you.
Well, he's not looking to date you. He was looking to date Vicky.
He's you know what? He's losing a great opportunity. I'm quite a catch. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm old fashioned. I think the dude should pick up the chick.
Yeah.
I just do. I really do. You know what? Uber her. At
Do you
least
think it's
Uber
weird
her.
if you see a couple in a car and the female is driving and the guy's in the passenger seat?
No, I'm not saying in general. I'm saying on a date.
Okay.
I just feel like it's just like how I was brought up. No, because my wife drives everywhere. I love it. I love being driven around. But I mean, if I'm going on a date,
But some people will look at you as they're driving and look in the car and be like, I mean,
What's
it's the
wrong?
It's the same mentality that you're having when it comes to dating. Like the man should be picking you up, then shouldn't the man be driving all the time?
I feel like it's just the old school thing. You're right, Steve. There's
Yeah.
nothing really wrong with what happened, but I don't know, man. I don't think there are too many women who do not want to be charmed. I don't care who you are. You could be the most empowered, whatever woman you want. I believe every woman wants the dude to charm her if you're heterosexual. I just believe that. And you can't tell me I'm wrong in my head.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't mind being driven around by my wife, but she won't let me in her car because I'm too much of a slob.
I love your wife. She's right, dude.
Dude, I've sat in her car twice since
Don't
she's
do
gotten
it.
a new car, and both times I was read the riot act. Okay, no farting, fine. No eating.
There's no
Okay.
farting in her car?
Oh,
I mean, eventually that goes away. It doesn't destroy the upholstery.
Her car still smells brand new, and it's over a year old now.
That is amazing. How is she living with you? Because your
I
wife...
don't know.
She's so meticulous.
She's so clean.
How does she deal with you around? I mean, it is
It's-
amazing to me.
It's because I'm so charming. She's willing to put up with my slobbiness.
Does she let Lulu in the car?
Yes.
Why does Lulu get to be in the car? And Lulu bit your wife. What is going on that you've been axed out of this family?
They're best friends. I'm the third wheel.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I'm not allowed in the car pretty much. Or I'm allowed, but I have to kind of be told what not to do, what to touch.
Lulu can't even speak English, and she knows the rules more than you probably, right?
Yep.
So here's the thing about dating. I thought it was an excitement level, but now they're saying, no, this is about being brave. Apparently they're saying that you actually have to be pretty brave to go on a blind date, and the studies show that maybe it's braver than we initially thought. You know, if you're brave enough to go skydiving, you know what? You're going through the same kind of, palpitations, if you will, when you're going on a blind date, and that requires bravery.
That makes sense. Just because, like, when I picked up the guy in the car, I didn't know him. I had only seen a couple pictures of him, and usually when you go out with somebody, you meet them somewhere, like, oh, hey, can I take you out, like at a bar or online? There's something beforehand. You're going completely blind and naked into this. Well, not naked, but that's after.
Yeah, I was going to say some do.
Well,
In the first date.
outside of Vicky, yes,
Right.
most people are,
But you don't know anything about this person. You've never communicated with them, and then right there you're stuck having to
I
communicate.
guess that's kind of blind. Even if you see a picture, you're going in blind with hardly any info.
I wonder if anyone has gone on a date where they
Sight unseen.
Sight unseen. Just based on a friend's recommendation, you meet up at the person, and that's the first time you see him. I doubt that's even happening
That's
anymore.
unfortunate because that's like a thing that everybody gets to go through. It's kind of a rite of passage doing a blind date at least once. I always felt bummed that I never got to do it.
Oh, how about this? I drive a dump truck. I go back to a woman driving a man or a man driving a woman debate. I work all the time driving, so when I'm out with my girlfriend, she drives, and I love that. Another person, I'm a garbage man. I drive 12 to 14 hours a day. I'll make my wife drive everywhere. I could understand that. You're probably all driven out. You know what I mean?
When I'm in California, she navigates those roads a lot better than me. So I'm like, honey, you drive. You know this joint. And then when she comes up here, it's like I drive because I drive these roads more than her now. So to me, it makes sense if you know the roads, drive.
The one thing that not like legitimately bothers me, it's just like a silly thing that gets under my skin, is when somebody's driving a car that's obviously meant for a female and it's a dude. Like, I mean, I can't even count the number of times like I'll see someone driving. It's like, this, for instance, silly boys, Jeeps are made for girls or something like that. And I'm like, okay, and pull up alongside. Let's see what kind of chick this is. And it's a dude with a big beard driving. And I'm like, oh, he's clearly driving his girlfriend's car. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a tough one.
I know it's stupid, but it's always funny when you see something that's just like, it's very specific, like, bad girls love driving Mustangs or something ridiculous.
Yeah, so
like that.
the car. So what you're saying is the car is tricked out for a chick.
Yes,
and a guy's driving it. Yeah,
or a chick driving a truck that has truck nuts on it. I'm like, what's going on here?
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rapid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
Listeners on the Loose, where you pick the topic, you guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Talk about whatever you want. But remember Steve's rule.
That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, DJ, they get gonged, and then we're going to have to say
goodbye, old friend.
Goodbye. Rob in Poulsbo. Rob, you're on the rock, sir.
Good morning, BJ.
Good morning, Rob. Welcome to the show. What you got for us, buddy?
Well, last week I was calling in about superstitions, and I was in the middle of telling you my story about tapping the airplane twice before I board.
Oh, yeah, I remember you.
And we were cut off, and you were worried you might not hear from me ever again.
Oh, yeah, that's right, man. I'm glad you called back.
The superstition works, and I'm alive. I survived.
Woo! There he is. Were you about to get on the plane as you were calling us?
No, I was on my way to the airport.
Oh, okay. There you go. I'm actually heading to the airport today, and I'm going to keep my superstition going by not tapping twice on the plane because it's worked for me this entire time. I don't want to start something new.
Do you have a superstition when you get on the plane?
Not weird unless it doesn't work.
Exactly. No, I really don't. Though I try to be kind to the flight attendants because I hope they remember me because I fly a lot. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I get an extra chocolate out of the deal because
I've seen you work that magic before.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
It's pretty sweet. Those
Alaskan for chocolate.
Those Alaskan flight attendants, they know what's up with that J. Coco. Appreciate the call, Rob. Glad you're alive, man.
I'm in love with
J. Coco.
When are they going to do that version for their chocolates?
Well, probably nobody else cares as much as you, so I don't know if they'll ever do that.
Dude, they're good, dude.
Wait, can you get these J. Cocos anywhere?
Yeah, they're Seattle-based.
Okay, so...
Yeah, I mean, I got to be thinking all the, the fine...
I've never seen... the J. Coco outside of you on the plane.
I think it's Seattle Chocolates, and it's a division of them, if I'm not mistaken. You can get them at the airport, but I don't know where else you can get them. Like probably some candy stores, right?
Candy stores.
Get them to the candy store. Gonna go bring them to my Rhymes with store.
What rhymes with store?
Whore.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow. And you're seeing who this weekend?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Gosh.
It's listeners. That's why I said rhymes with store, and you may maybe say the word.
I was just asking.
Yeah.
I said some question. We have a listener that texted in with a serious problem, guys.
Okay, text us at 77999. What you got?
My ex-husband and I work in the same field. In fact, that's where we met. At our job, we got married. At some point, he left the place where we worked at to work at a rival company for more money. It was at that job that he met a girl, had an affair on me.
Oh!
Obviously, it wrecked our marriage. He's still dating that girl. The divorce was a little over a year ago, and he's still dating the girl. Just last week, I got a call from my ex's company to also come work for them. It's a 40% increase in what I'm making now. I would also be the direct supervisor of my ex and his girlfriend.
Oh.
I have no interest in being vindictive, but I know this would set my ex off. A big part of me would love to have that power over him, but honestly, I'm more interested in the money. Is there any reason why it would be a bad idea to take this job? Take it. That's 40% more.
Yeah.
That's a lot. We're not talking about like a 5% pay raise.
Yeah. I mean, look, the responsible thing for me to say is that, look, if you're writing into a radio station thinking about this, because Steve's right, this is a no-brainer. Mm-hmm. You would take this job in a heartbeat, Except, of course, there's your ex and the girl he cheated on. That's huge. It's not like you ended the relationship. That is a huge thing. I would say you need to talk to a professional so that you can get to the bottom of everything, because it's a great opportunity and you don't want to be vindictive and you don't want to ruin your life. But you got to know if mentally you're able to handle it, because no pay increase is enough to basically sacrifice your sanity.
Oh, 40% is definitely worth sacrificing.
Yeah, you would. Okay, 40%.
Yeah,
that's
almost half. Last I checked.
Yeah, it is. I'd have to go for 60% for my sanity.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
69.
And actually, I've done that. I've sacrificed my sanity for money, and I'm here to tell you, it's not a good thing.
Yeah, but I mean, that is a lot of money.
It is.
I mean, I get the vibe that, like, obviously she's joking to be fun to have power over them, but I mean, she did say, I'm not looking to be vindictive. It's the money that would make me want to go there.
You wouldn't have a problem if all of a sudden you got a new job that paid you 40% more, and there you have to work with your ex-wife and the guy she's now banging that she cheated on you with. You would not have a problem with that?
Soon after, absolutely. But if I gotten to a point where my life is, I've readjusted, I've gotten over it, and I'm moved on, no.
See, if she told me she had another guy in her life, and then I would be like, yeah, but I don't know where she's at.
Yeah. How about someone says that she should take the job and send them on jobs that are miles apart? Haha, from Chris.
As a matter of fact, you are the only person I know that had a rebound relationship that you turned into the long-term love of your life. I remember telling you,
other people you know that have done that.
No, not like you, dude. Remember, I gave you. I mean, she turned out.
The only reason why we're together is to prove you wrong. We really don't like each other.
That's what I figured.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know anybody.
We yell at each other every night, but we're like, we're only doing this to make BJ mad.
Dude, you were, what was it, 6 months, if that?
I don't remember anymore, dude. It was so long ago.
It was, I remember, I know,
we went at it for a while.
We did go at it. I stuck my big, because I felt like a friend of yours. I'm like, dude, I don't know what you're doing getting tied into somebody so quickly, because you were falling head over heels. And it's a good thing you didn't listen to me, because this is the love of your life.
Yeah.
But you're the only person I know that's been able to actually do okay, this went bad, and it was not a good time for you. You found somebody else, and it worked out fantastic.
But
very quickly.
Honestly, though, for me, I think it's a lot attributed to age.
That could be. Yeah.
I was in my early 30s. Not to say that's like I'm 30 and wise beyond my years. But
please, because no one would believe it.
I still haven't gotten anywhere close to that. But I've been through enough relationships where I mentally knew how to adjust. That was the argument I always had with you, because I'm like, dude, you're trying to give me advice. You've only been in one relationship.
That's right, buddy.
You know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Not to say that I'm all-knowing, but I know how to readjust my life, so I'm not going to be impacted by the past relationships.
And what did you ever? Who was right there? I was, of course.
True.
You just tried, like you said, you two are just trying to prove me wrong, and you're both suffering.
I'm just saying, go for the 40% and fire both of them.
Yeah, well, that's why you are never hired for these positions.
I wouldn't do that, but that's a tough call, because you're right. I mean, if it all depends on how over you are of that person.
Yeah, I don't think she is. She's right. Look, you're writing a radio show.
It's cheaper than therapy, man.
Yeah. I mean, look, here's one thing about our business. The people that write in, the people that call us, with issues, they really have a serious concern, because, well, we're their last resort, like Steve said. Look who you're talking to, us idiots. Which means that, you know what, you're still not over it, which is okay. I mean, I think it's perfectly okay. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy cheated on you, and, gosh. Of course,
one person says I was my wife's rebound. We're going 8 years strong now. That's from Red. I think Red the Chicken Man. Another person, my girl and I, were both rebounds, and we've been together 13 years. Another person says, BJ, don't you sacrifice your sanity every day dealing with these guys in the studio?
Good point.
Why do I not proofread these?
Good point. Finally, somebody who gets me. I want to say this also, because I remember this conversation I had with this woman, and it was not a good one, but it was one of my finer moments. One of my wife's friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she was with an older guy, and she was the second wife, and she was afraid. She's like, I think we should. She said, I think our marriage will be fine. I got no problems with it, and everyone thinks maybe there'll be problems. I go, well, yeah, of course you should have problems. You're the one he cheated on to be with you. You don't think he could do that again?
Right.
So I think you get to take that girl out for coffee and go, look, I just want you to know, I'm the guy that he met at work. Then he met you at work. I got news for you. He has a pattern. He meets women he loves at work. So just want to let you down easy. You probably will not be the last girl he meets at work and wants to be in love with. I'd have that conversation.
I shouldn't speak on behalf of human resources, but I would imagine that's a terrible idea.
You want to just fire them outright. Come on, human resources.
Yeah.
All right.
Cut out the cancers. Time to move on.
HR will get behind that.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's the listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show at 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Tim in Silverdale. Tim, you are on The Rock.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. Tim, what you got for us today, buddy? Timmy!
So I've got a signed Wayne Gretzky rookie card along with a game-worn jersey from Wayne Gretzky when he was with the Kings.
Oh, sweet.
And it's not so much that I got it, but how I got it was pretty impressive.
You stole it from him.
Yeah, no. So I grew up in Southern California, and Gretzky opened a roller hockey rink down there called the Gretzky Center.
Yep.
And so my dad takes me there opening day. He's signing, doing autographs in the middle of the rink for like 3 hours. So I get in line, waiting about 2 hours. Right before I get into the rink, I get bumped out of the line, and I'm trying to wedge my way back in, just a little kid at the time. And this guy at the front is like, "Nope, you got to go back to the end."
Oh, damn.
I'm like, that's 2 hours long. He's leaving in 20, 30 minutes. So he's like, "Sorry." So I go to my dad.
Ouch.
He was talking to some hot blonde at the time. And I'm like, "Who's Dad talking to?" Mom's not even here.
That's why Dad's talking to her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm, starting to cry. It's like water. So he's like, "Did you meet him? Did you get your card signed?" It's actually his card. But I'm like, "No, they kicked me out." I explained it to him. And so I go, he's like, "Give me the card." And I go sit down at a table, and I watch him pull out $50 and hand the card to this chick. And I'm like, what's going on? Well, he puts the money back in his pocket, but he gives the card to the lady and writes our address down on a piece of paper. Turns out it's Gretzky's wife.
Oh, look at your father.
Janet Jones?
Yeah, everybody's talking, swarming around Gretzky. She's all by herself with my dad.
That's awesome.
He gives her the card, and like a month later, we get it back in the mail, signed, and a white Kings jersey signed on the back. Sorry I missed you.
Wow, that was the best bump out of line you could ever ask for.
No, I don't think it could have gotten any better than that.
I've heard stories that Janet Jones is like one of the nicest people too, like from a couple of buddies that know her and got to know Wayne Gretzky through her. Like she's just like that kind of a person. So I'm not surprised, but still, damn, thank God Dad was flirting with Wayne Gretzky's wife. Otherwise, you wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, no kidding. So that's I got that hanging up in a glass case at my dad's house with the card in there too. So
I love that, man. That's a great story too. Like they said, how you got it, man. I mean, there you are, a little kid waiting 2 hours. You get bumped out of line, and they make you. They go, "Too bad you're out." Oh man, how do you do that to a little kid?
So you get the great story, and then you also have the greatest hockey player that's ever played the game.
Yeah,
you have an autographed jersey from him that was sent to you personally. I mean, everything about that is just fantastic. I would never get rid of that.
Yeah,
like, that's one of those things. No matter
never would. How much money you wouldn't do it?
No, even if times are tough and I need the extra money, that would be something that like it wouldn't even exist in my head that would be something that you could sell. I'd regret it the minute things got better. You know what I mean?
You're right. Let's go to Andrew in Tacoma. Andrew, you are on The Rock.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not too bad, buddy. What you got for us today?
Hey, so you guys were talking about the Shawshank Redemption not that long ago.
That was a movie that Steve still hasn't watched in its entirety.
I started it in the beginning. It's very good.
Hey, I started it, and it took me 3 days to finish it, watching it every night after work because I'd end up falling asleep.
Uh-huh.
But I listened to it because I heard you guys talking about it so much. That, and then there's a Family Guy remake that they did of that movie where they totally mocked it. It was absolutely hilarious. So it was fun to see the parts that, were similar. But yeah, I just figured I'd tell you guys I love the movie. I actually took the time to watch it instead of...
How old are you, Andrew?
21.
21. So the movie held up for you.
What's that?
So the movie did hold up for you, okay? Because we wonder sometimes when we recommend older movies to people who are like in their 20s, early 20s, like I don't know if they, with all the great movies you see today, if it would hold up, but it did.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, movies today aren't as good as they used to be. That and Morgan Freeman's in it, and anything with Morgan Freeman's going to be good. I mean,
That's a good point.
Well, he is God, so that makes a lot of sense.
You
Yeah.
can't mess with a guy who could become God.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and it seems like Andrew's kind of an old soul saying that movies today are nothing like they used to be. Which, definitely the attention span is shorter, and the movies just jump around everywhere. And to have like a movie that moves at the pace of Shawshank Redemption, yeah, that's an older school way of doing movies that you don't see that too much today, at least mainstream movies.
Now let's talk about something that actually deserves to have an argument about.
All right, I'm ready for this.
This is a serious question from
I'm
a
ready.
texter at 77999. I have a question for you guys. Should I go to Chick-fil-A or Popeyes for lunch today?
First of all, it's Popeyes.
It's Popeyes! Stop telling me it's not.
God dang, will you learn how to pronounce the
I don't know
English
how
language.
else to pronounce it. I'm
Jesus.
trying.
Honestly, that's what I want to have a fight with about now. It's like, who taught you how to speak?
Clearly nobody.
Here's the problem I have with this. I don't know if I've ever been to a Popeyes.
Oh.
Yeah, so I can't comment because I haven't been to both.
Okay, now at least, Rev, you have.
Absolutely.
Vicky, have you?
Yes.
Okay. My hot take is Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A is way better than Popeyes.
Ooh,
I think Popeyes is good. I like their
Them's
popcorn.
fighting words, buddy.
The popcorn chicken is delicious, but Chick-fil-A.
Popeyes has been the only thing to make me want to travel across an entire parking lot just to go get it.
I thought you were going to say to another state.
No,
Wow.
no.
Wow, you really, that's
I
a
could
sacrifice.
smell it on the other side, and I was like, I need that.
You had to turn into another parking lot.
I had to go to another parking
My
lot.
God.
All right, it didn't sound as impressive as when I thought about it.
Jeez,
but
you really
I
have
would
a
still
lazy
rather go to
bum.
Popeyes.
Oh, really? More over. And you've been to Chick-fil-A with us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't get the right stuff at Popeyes because I've never been blown away. I know it's not bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't hate it. I'll eat it today if you gave it to me.
What about Izzel's? I mean,
Izzel's trumps all of them.
Yeah. How come they haven't put Izzel's on the list? If you're going to talk chicken and you're in this area, you got to go Izzel's.
But they're just asking about those. Yeah, one person even says Izzel's is the hands down the best fried chicken.
That's what I would tell that texter. Go find an Izzel's, man. Come on.
I even like a good chicken tender at over QFC or even Albertsons or Safeway.
Okay, I'm not going to talk to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a chicken tender purist?
Yeah, I am a purist. You got to go. Look,
those aren't on the same tier.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing against fine grocery stores, but no way am I going to go get my chicken like that. No, I got to either go. I'll go to a KFC.
Wait, you have
before I go
Mercer
there.
Island. That Mercer Island QFC.
Yeah,
has good chicken tenders. At least my buddy Ricky Henderson told me.
What have you been on my island? You haven't even said hi.
Well, I went to the chiropractor that one time, and the QFC is right by there. So I popped in to go get a water, and somehow I ended up at the chicken tender part.
Oh,
Another person says go to Popeyes. They have the surf and turf. That's the best. I don't even know.
That's not even chicken. Wait.
They have ghost pepper wings.
I refuse to believe.
They have a po' boy.
I refuse to believe that Popeyes has the best surf and turf you can get. I mean, come on.
Maybe in the world of fast food it does.
All right, maybe so.
See, yeah, man, I'm surprised. What about you? Are you Chick-fil-A?
Popeyes, man.
Am I the only one that's Chick-fil-A?
Oh, Joey.
And Joey, and you both have had Popeyes, right? Okay. See, did I say it right? Popeyes?
Good job, buddy.
Popeyes.
Joey, how come you have gone to Chick-fil-A and you haven't taken your father? For crying in it. Come on, buddy.
See, Popeyes has the mashed potatoes. That's what gets me.
You can't eat mashed potatoes while driving, though.
Not with that kind of attitude.
I think we've solved
drink
it.
it.
Yes,
This is why
exactly.
Chick-fil-A rules, because if you can drive with the food, Steve loves it a lot better.
And the waffle cup fries are fantastic.
All right.
Yeah, they are really good. But
I will
sometimes
go
you
with
just
that.
want the chicken and then the mac and cheese and the red beans.
Oh, they got mac and cheese?
They do.
Oh, I don't know, Steve. I'm going to have to try all Popeyes.
A few people are saying Heaven Sent Chicken. I think that's the original owner of Izzel's.
I think you're right about
I
that.
have not tried that, but I hear it's pretty damn
Where
awesome.
is that?
It's fantastic. It's on Lake City by 145th.
Church's Chicken. I've never been there.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Church's.
I don't
pretty
like
good
Church's.
chicken.
I like how we're all falling apart on this, but when it comes to political stuff, we could all just talk civilly. Nate Swings and Waffles, though. If we're going off the unbeaten trail and not just going Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, I would go Nate Swings and Waffles.
Oh,
on Jefferson Street.
We got to get to Nate's. You're
Their
right.
chicken tenders are awesome. Their wings are great. And then you could also have waffles with them, and nothing sucks.
We're going to do a road trip there, right?
Sure.
That sounds so good, Nate's Wings and Waffles. Plus, it's a local boy. How do we not support
Nate
that?
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we got to do that. Think he's got number 2 everywhere? He's got to have like the number 2, whatever the number 2 is. It's got to be the best. It's got to be the best that he's got.
Dude, there's really not much making. It's not like, hey, look at me, I'm an NBA basketball
man.
star, and now you're at my restaurant. It's not like that at all. It doesn't have that vibe at all. It's very, it's
That's the difference between Nate and I, because
Right.
I'd have it all over the place.
You wouldn't be thinking that when
Yeah.
you walk in. It's got a cool vibe, great atmosphere, good bar, everything.
Probably
about it's
cool because
awesome.
of that.
Yeah.
It really is. But you know me, I'd be putting my basketball jerseys everywhere.
But if I had to pick, if we're saying you don't have to go Chick-fil-A or Popeyes and you're in the Seattle area, Nate's Wings and Waffles would be my pick.
And you've been there, you said?
No, I've never had it, man.
Yeah, you've been
I'm
there.
just suggesting something I never had.
Yeah, you did a great job. Well, I don't know if you're denying or not. That's what I mean. If Ricky Henderson's been there.
No, there's pictures of me out there, man.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travelle Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.